Yo, before we go into this episode, please check out the patreon.com/moistcheeks. It's not as bad as this ad.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Moist Cheeks podcast. How are you guys?
I'm solid.
Doing great.
Doing great.
Now that Scott's here.
Yeah, Scott, yeah. But Kyler, I got a fucking job, dude.
Oh yeah. Actually, overheard you on the phone saying that you got a job. Where'd you get a job at?
At an inpatient 30-day rehab.
Sick.
The hours are 3 p.m. to 12 a.m.
What is this fucking pose you got going on?
So
right
while I talk to him.
Just move the mic.
Yeah, and it's $11 an hour.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to it. But
Right out of high school wages.
Yeah, exactly. But what I am looking forward to is our next guest. What a good segue that was.
Fantastic.
Guys, our next guest of the Moist Cheeks podcast is the co-host of one of my favorite podcasts on YouTube right now, Steve-O's Wild Ride podcast. He's traveled the world over and over again. He's a member of the Mile High Club, and I just recently found out he's afraid of the dark and ghosts. He's someone I really look up to in sobriety and in the entertainment industry, and I'm honored to be able to call my friend. Give it up, Scott Randolph.
You.
I'll clap.
Legend.
Now, how'd that go?
No, for those who don't know, we had to do that a second time because mine and Damon's mics weren't fucking plugged in.
God, we're professional. This is why we don't have the big bucks.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know,
Scott,
it's funny. I think that's why they go mic check 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many are. I didn't realize that till we're putting them in, and we were doing a mic check. And I'm like, mic check 1, 2. I'm like, oh fuck! I just had that epiphany when we were doing the podcast.
Yeah, and usually way before I have the guest on, we're like sitting down doing my check and
usually we have headphones on. So we can hear each other.
Yeah.
So I think we would have caught that right off the bat.
Yeah,
totally. I can't hear myself.
So it's just your fault. It's cool.
Yeah, my fault. Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Story of my life. Yeah.
Yo, Scott. And I just wanted to say that, like, growing up, I never was a fan of the dark either, so I could relate to you in that video a little bit.
It's not even. It's not even that. It's like.
And ghosts and shit.
I believe in ghosts for sure, and it's that warehouse is so pitch black dark that, like, I don't know. There's that element to it, and then, you know, I'm 38 years old. I don't want to be sleeping in a warehouse when I can afford a hotel. You know, like I've already in my 20s. I slept in cars and on the floor. Like I'm just like, do we have like a $4,000 bed up there from one of the mattress sponsors on the podcast? And I'm like, I don't know. I just I'm a little bit scared of the dark, but like. It's like,
have you ever had an encounter, like an actual ghost encounter? Have you?
Yeah, people who believe in ghosts have ghost encounters. It's the other way around.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. I was maybe like 15, and I was at my house, and I used to have bells on my door, like growing up as a kid, and like somebody came in, and there's no denying it. Like somebody came in and slammed the front door shut as hard as somebody could, and then ran in the house, stomped up the stairs, and slammed the upstairs door when I was watching TV. It was like a small house. And I was like, oh, dude, my brother's home. He's pissed off, you know? And and then I went out in front, and then maybe like 10 minutes later, and my brother pulls up, and I'm like, dude.
Oh.
And then I was like, you didn't just come in the door? And then we went upstairs, and nobody was there.
God.
And that freaked me the fuck out too.
Huh?
So you've had an encounter?
No, I was saying that would freak me the fuck out too. No, I've never.
Okay, so but you believe in ghosts?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah. I choose.
I believe in ghosts.
I choose not to believe in ghosts. Otherwise, like other things, I just try to like narrow it down to something that's explainable, like the picture
I mean,
fell off the wall, gravity,
Yeah,
must have not, or like the lights like flickered, fucking must have been in between on and off. Like also like growing up, I used to not be able to sleep at all because of like the idea of demons and possession.
Yeah, I mean I get that, but like fucking like I have ghost encounters, but they're not because of like the wind, you know, like a little like breeze, like whatever. It's because like one time I was working at Dollar General and like there was like a diaper stand, right? And just only one of them flew across the entire fucking building. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And I've heard so many crazy stories, and I just like, it's not that I think people are like making shit up like that. I just can't imagine.
Like, I want to encounter something.
No, you don't. Because your heart is immediately in your throat.
Yeah.
Scott,
it's so fucking terrifying.
You ever do you ever sleep with a nightlight? Because I honestly, like growing up, had to have like a nightlight or like crack the door open with the hall light on, just so it wasn't like super dark.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's why my sleep's been so shitty like in the last like 15, 20 years is one for sure because like sleeping with the iPhone in your room like really fucks up your shit. The other thing is like sleeping by myself, I think with security. So like I'm always waking up throughout the night and looking at the door. And like I'm like, oh fuck, what would happen if somebody was like looking at me? Or like I was listening to alien encounter stories, you know, like UFO shit. And a bunch of people like in the 80s had from just all over the world had encounters and they interviewed them. Like they didn't even know each other, right? The one thing they had in common were they all had a dream of these aliens like in their dreams 2 weeks before their encounter, and they drew out what they look like they had a sketch artist and they were all the same, and that was like from all over the world. And so like I hear that, I'm like, I always just think that like this is like little green men like on my bed, or like, you know, I never sleep with my feet dangling because dude, if somebody just did that to my toe.
I'm the same way. Like if my arm, like your arm's hanging off, and I'm like, fuck. If something just touched that right now, I'd freak out. Even though I have a cat now, so he might.
But imagine like something like going up your butt though. You'd be like, hell yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I've actually thought like, what if a ghost just tried to fuck me right now?
Oh my God.
And I just couldn't do anything about it. I'm just like, see, I've thought that. Like that actually is fucking terrifying. But I also think if you have like, if you think about it a lot and you believe in ghosts, then you're kind of welcoming them more, and then shit does start to happen. So then I just like block it out as much as I can, so then nothing crazy does happen.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my brother had an alien voice, like bullshit thing, and like he waited till I went to bed, and then he was just like ran at me in the middle of the night with an alien voice. So that, I mean, that could be part of it, you know?
Yeah, just scarred you. So aliens never really like freaked me out in that way, I guess. Have you guys ever like seen a UFO?
No.
What about you, Scott? Have you like nothing?
Not that I know of. I can't say I have.
Yeah.
But I'm down for all that shit.
Dude, I'm so down for that shit. Yeah.
All the Bob Lazar interviews and like, you know, the Fire in the Sky UFO movies. Like I can't watch that shit before bed because I'll lose. I won't be able to sleep.
Yeah. Scott, so I wanna when I said in the intro, the Mile High Club, right?
Yeah.
I want to get into that for a minute. Is that a true story? Did you guys really hook up in the plane?
Yeah, so it was before a tour to Europe, and Steve and I were getting on the plane, and he was like, and I was sitting in the seat, and he was like, "Yo, dude, you're in my seat," and I was like, "Oh," like I'm on camera because we were vlogging it, you know, and I was like, "Oh yeah," like I was like, "Fuck, sorry." So I get up,
and then Steve is like, "You want to join the Mile High Club?"
So I get up and go to the next seat, and dude, I'm sitting next to the hottest chick I've ever seen in my life.
She's so hot.
She was so hot.
Yeah.
She was so like a super hot Venezuelan chick.
Yeah.
And it was the lay down seats next to each other. So then like we started hitting it off and we were talking, and you know, it was like, it was one of those stupid things where like we were just vibing immediately. And like we took off, and I was like, oh, that was like a smooth takeoff, you know. And then it was she's like, we didn't take off yet, and I was like, yeah, we did. And she's like, let's bet, you know, like she's like, what do you want to bet? And I'm like, what? I don't know. You can give me a kiss if we're blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then so she like looked out the window and we were taking off, and then we just started hooking up. And then it was just kind of like that sex vibe. And then by like the time they served the food and lights were out, we hooked up.
Dude, did you see that video?
No, I've seen the vlog.
Yeah.
Did you see the porn video?
No, not the
The sex video was
no, the vlog. Because that chick is super good looking.
Yeah, I don't know.
I met back up with her in London for the night after one of the shows, and then like, dude, I tried to get a hold of her again, and I never did. And like, dude, I would have married that.
The one that got away.
The one that got away.
Wait, would you actually marry the fucking random Mile High chick?
1,000%. She was. Yeah, dude. Like I think about her sometimes. I'm like, man, dude, like that chick was just so hot.
Is that where
sometimes
is that where the name International Star comes from too?
I don't even know where that came. I mean, I think Steve just started saying that, and then it just kind of like stuck, and then we just always use it. So
It's great.
just like a meme. It's just a joke. These guys were traveling so much.
yeah, we you know, it was funny because Steve and I have been to pretty much. Steve's beating me by like 5 or 6 countries, but like it's cool to work with somebody that travels as much as I do, or like that likes to travel. And I've been to I think like 50 or 51 countries. So
It's amazing.
Holy shit.
I envy you with
I
that.
want to get to 100.
Yeah, that's so sick. That's something that we really want to start doing too, is just travel as much as possible.
I've only got one country.
Dude, I haven't even left the country yet.
Dude, the best thing to do is like for the first like 5 years I worked with Steve, like before the pandemic, before like December, you know, like will the tours kind of slow down, I'll book a one-way ticket to somewhere, and then I'll see how many countries I can get to. And then I'll fly home after a month, and I'll try to get to like 6 or 7. So like
That's
5 years of
amazing.
that, you can knock out some stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing.
God, it sounds so free.
I know, so free. Yeah.
Yeah, the more you travel, I think the more tolerant you become of just everything, you know, like food, you know, like I remember I was like really picky eater, but like, you know, being like backpacking through Europe, being poor, like you eat anything. And you're like, oh, I do like onions, or like, dude, broccoli. Like you know, because like I was like sleeping on the streets and shit. And then, or like, I didn't have any money with the first time I backpacked through Europe. And so like, you'll eat anything.
Yeah, no, that's really true. Cause that was like the same thing, with what happened for me, but I was homeless, strung out on dope, and whatever I can get my hands on to eat. And like, I hated tomatoes growing up, and I had
And the only thing that was left was just BLTs everywhere. That's the only thing I could find.
But now I fucking love them because I hate them so much.
Why did you eat tomatoes?
I don't
so
know,
much?
dude. I would whatever I could fucking get my hands on, I would eat. You know,
Just like Aladdin, just like just going to food carts, stealing tomatoes.
pretty much, dude. Yeah.
The fuck?
You like warm. If there's tomatoes that are hot, it's not like I just won't touch them, but like I like cold tomatoes.
Cold tomatoes, yeah.
Sorry, you're cutting out. You said you normally don't like tomatoes?
No. I for some reason I hate when people put tomatoes like in a hamburger, because then it gets really hot, and then I like crisp tomatoes. I don't like warm tomatoes.
So like a tomato like in a salad.
Crisp tomatoes is pretty cool.
Yeah, because when you get tomato in a burger, it's like all floppy. It's like, ugh. I get it. I with you.
I think I'm the least picky eater. I'll eat anything. I mean, I do appreciate some like.
You will eat anything. You put fucking sriracha on a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, I remember one time we went and got pho, and you were like so repulsed by
Yeah,
it.
I
Really?
didn't like it.
Pho?
Yeah, I didn't like
Dude,
it.
pho's rad.
Yeah.
Why? What's with the
I
pho?
don't know. I think maybe the texture of it I wasn't a fan of.
You didn't
But
even
it's
try
just
it. You
noodle.
just
No, I think I did try.
No,
it.
you didn't. You got a sandwich with Zach.
Go to a
but no,
it's
but
like going to a Chinese buffet and only getting fucking French fries.
no, but banh mi sandwiches are really good if that's what
Yeah.
you got. But yeah, Kylie and I got pho, and you were just like, "What the fuck are you eating?" I think it was the tripe though, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's like stomach liner,
Yeah.
but
Um.
I digress.
So Scott, I was doing a little digging, and I saw a little article, and it said that you bought a house back in 2006 with the plan to flip it, and right when you bought it and signed the paperwork, the market crashed, and you signed the paperwork on 6606. Is that true?
Yeah. I made them do the documents to 7-6 because I was like, dude, I'm not gonna sign these fucking papers on 666. And like, I did it anyway. And yeah, so all I wanted to do was travel, right? And like that was kind of just my passion. So like I think I was like 21 or 22. I went to Europe. I bought a one-way ticket. I went backpacking with a buddy. And then I was like, man, dude, like, I love traveling, I want to just go to more and more places. And then, my buddy was getting married. So I flew back home after like 3 or 4 months. And then went to his wedding. And then I met up with a Brazilian guy, a buddy of mine. And I was like, yo, dude, dude, all my buddies are in Arizona. They're buying houses, they're flipping them, they're killing it. And so, I was like, let's buy a house and flip it. And so I bought a house I put a down payment on my credit card. And then I did all the paperwork. I did that. I bought the house for like $192. It was like a cheap house in Queen Creek, Arizona. And I moved out there because in order to rent it out, it had to be like an owner occupied loan. So you had to live out there for a year, and then I was either going to rent it out or sell it, but like that was the plan. So as soon as I moved out there, I was like pulling in to the brand new community, and it was like homes for the 190, and then I was like, oh, crazy. Like, hopefully I can sell it for like 240 in 6 months. And dude, as I was driving through, they took the sign down and they put homes for the 130. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then it just kept going down and down and down. And then the market crashed, and it ended up, I was trying to like refinance to get a better loan because I was just getting screwed, as I think everybody was in that climate. And so I called the guy and I was like, hey dude, like I need to get a home loan. And he was like, well, we can't really give you we can't really like say like change your mortgage because you've been making payments on time. And so he's like I'm not trying to tell you anything, but like if you look like you're in distress, like maybe miss a couple payments, and then we have better chances of giving you like a better loan. And I was like, okay. So I missed the first 2 payments, and then I called back and they're like, we can't give you the loan because you missed a couple payments. And so I was like, all right, dude. And I mailed my keys back. I was like, I'm out. So then I foreclosed, and then I wasn't able to travel, dude. I was like broke as fuck.
That's depressing.
Were you like trying to get in the real estate game, or was it just going to be one quick flip and get out?
One quick flip and then take like 40 G's and go do more traveling.
Yeah.
And so then I kept trying to get into these little like schemes to travel, and it just wouldn't work out. And I started a business a couple of years after that where like I invented a workout towel.
I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And you were in 3,000 stores, right?
Dude, I was so psycho. That, like we did this class at the art center called like Take Your Idea to Market, and like I had these 2 mentors, and it was me and my buddy that did it. And he was a professor at the art center, and he was kind of like, well, they have this class. I'm like, dude, let's do it. And so the one guy, his name was Mateo. He was like a venture capitalist, and then this other guy, Sam, he invented, I think, like the ear piercing machine. He invented the ear piercing machine and all the like do it yourself waxing kits for Walmart in the 80s.
Wow.
So he had more cars than Jay Leno. Like we went to his house one time and they were like, dude, you see the cars in there? I guess him and Jay Leno, like he would come in from a trip and be like, oh, well, we had to reenact the Duesenbergs of 1929. And so we're the only people that have these cars. I'm just like, what the fuck? It was crazy. So I just in good fashion, I was just so psycho about like getting them in the stores that I after a couple of years, I had them in like 3,000 or 4,000 stores. And the problem was, I know we had Mark Cuban on the podcast. I never brought it up, but they called me to go on Shark Tank, and they never called me back after I submitted all my paperwork. But the problem with that was I was like, we were doing like 5,000-10,000 units a month. And, but we were making them in the United States. So like it would cost me like $2.65 for a towel, and 24-Hour Fitness would buy them for like $3.25. Okay, that's fine. So I'd make 75 cents off like 10,000, but then they don't pay you for 60 days. So do that by like 5 or 6 clients.
Yeah,
that like you just don't get paid, and then by the time you're so in debt that it's just such a vicious cycle. So they were like, well, can you get a business loan? I couldn't get a business loan because I went foreclosure on my house.
Yeah.
So it was just one of those like the nightmare situations. And I just, then I just got I was living out of my car for like 4 months to try to just save enough money to keep putting into the business. And finally I was like, I got sober, and I was just exhausted, and I was like, you know what, dude, let me just try to regroup and then and figure something else out. But I mean, dude, it was a good idea, and we had success. I mean, if I was making $2 or $3 per towel, man, that's 20-30 grand a month,
Yeah.
But shit happens.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think I think dealing with all that like really helped me do business stuff with Steve, because like now, we're running like 4 or 5 businesses, and it's like it's just everything's a lesson, looking back.
Yeah, for sure.
Where did you come up with the idea of the pocket towel? Like, it seems so random.
Wait,
My dad had the idea. He's like, they should have these pockets on towels when people go to the gym to put your cell phone, keys, and wallet. I'm like, dude, that's epic. Why don't you do something with it? And he's like, why don't you do something with it? I'm like, done.
That's sick.
So then we had like beach towels, golf towels, and like that's the thing with like starting your own shit. And what people don't realize is that like, bro, everybody's gonna hate on you. Like going to family functions, they're just like, a towel with a pocket, and then you're like, after like 3 or 4 months, you're like, oh, well, I'm in Sports Chalet. They're like, but how many are you selling? And then you're like, well, I'm in Big 5, Bed Bath & Beyond, GNC, 24-Hour Fitness. They're like, oh, we always knew you can do it, dude. That's such a great idea. Hey, everybody, look at this guy, Scott. Like, we always
yeah.
Fuck all of you. Fuck everybody. And like, that's where I really like in my entire 20s, like I changed my number. I shut out all my friends. I would just only listen to like motivational literature, because it's like, dude, people are haters, dude, and like we had Tommy Lee on the podcast, and I was like, yo, dude, like, how did you know you made it? And he's like, oh, dude, when you start getting hated on, dude, that's when you know you're killing it. And I was like, fuck yeah. But it's like, that's the job right there, is to keep yourself motivated to even do whatever your heart's telling you to do, because like, bro, there's gonna be people that are just like talking shit the whole time, and those are the people that just don't do anything with their life.
Yeah, I could dig that.
I fucks with that heavy.
Yeah.
Damn, Damon. So you basically already made it with the amount of haters you have.
Oh, I know.
Dude, people, like, dude, on the podcast, like I try not to read the comments, but like it's kind of intoxicating. But people are like, "Damn, dude, Scott's fat as fuck now." Or like, "Damn, dude, like, what's the deal with this host? He's a loser." I'm just like, first of all, you wouldn't say that to my face. Second of all, I am getting kind of fat. Like you're right, like I could do better. But like, bro, people are just gonna hate on you no matter what you do. So you might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just say the power of the fucking internet, just to be able to say, like, talk shit behind a wall. Like, obviously no one's going to go up to you and be like, you're a shitty co-host and you're fucking like, what? Like why would you say that? I mean, this seems so fucking mean. It's like to go out of your way to comment that. It's like, why?
Because it makes them feel good.
Like
for 1 second. That's all they care about.
Yep.
Instant gratification.
Fascinated with that. Like, what would make like, why wouldn't they be positive on a comment section, or like what is it about, like, oh yeah, dude, Steve-O has a fucked up voice. Like, what goes from your brain to your mouth to the keyboard to type that onto something that doesn't even matter?
Yeah,
it's because like it's ingrained in everybody to like know that hate comments or hurtful comments will get to you more than a positive comment.
Yeah,
you know
and what I think it is I think it's people who are insecure with the person who they are, so they need to like put out hate to everybody else. And a lot of the times it's people just trying to get a reaction.
Yeah.
Too, you know, it's like I've had people like comment ridiculous shit on my Instagram, and I'll say something back and they'll be like, oh dude, I'm just kidding, I didn't think you'd respond, I'm actually a big fan. You know, it's like, why couldn't you just tell me from the start that you're a fan, dude? Like, I talk to everybody, you know. Like, it's it's so dumb.
I think a big thing too is they never watched Bambi. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. That was really ingrained in me. No.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's something so interesting. I always wonder that, because I'm like, dude, like somebody's like, damn, dude, Scott got stung by all the bees. And I was like, bro, that's kind of funny for sure. That kind of hurts my feelings, you know?
Yeah. That's pretty fucking funny.
That's a good zinger though.
Yeah.
It's a good zinger for sure. And like part of me wants to respond like, dude, that was dope. But then I'm like looking like I read the comments, but then I'm like, bro, I don't even care. You know, the guy has 2 subscribers and his fucking profile picture is blank.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's always the one with the blank profile picture and their accounts on private, like on Instagram. Yeah. Because I'll try to go like look at their account to see if I can like dig deep and like say something hurtful back to them. But then they're always private anyway, so I'm like, whatever, I'll just let it go.
So Scott, you mentioned
oh, go ahead.
Sorry. You mentioned that you got sober soon after that little business venture. What year was that?
Ooh, I got sober March 1st of 2013. I thought I was getting sober on a leap year, and it wasn't even a leap year.
That's how fucked up you were.
Yeah, like the last time I got fucked up was like February 27th or however the last day of February, and I was like, oh, dude, it'd be rad, like to be sober on a leap year. And then like the year later, it was like a leap year or something, and I hit my sponsor up. I was like, dude, I thought I got sober on like February 29th. He's like, he looked at his text message. He's like, no, it's today. Like March 1st.
Now, when you decided to make when you made that decision to get sober, was there some sort of rock bottom that you reached where you were like, enough is enough?
Yeah, it was those towels.
Facts.
The towels.
I think what my sponsor was Jewish, and he was like, you were in the schmutza business. I guess it's like trading cloth, you know. But yes, it was. The thing for me was I always was like super resentful at myself that I was like getting fucked up. I was only operating at like 70 or 80% my potential. And I always felt like, I tried to get sober many times before that. I said I was listening to motivational literature, and then like I would feel really good. I would listen to some spiritual shit, and then I'd feel really good. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink for a couple of days. I'm gonna make all these rules for myself, and then like sure enough, I would drink or I'd get fucked up. And then I think the aha moment for me was I was reading this essay by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and at this point in time, like, dude, I shut out everybody, and like I wasn't going out, but I was still drinking by myself, or like I'd have to go to a bar, or like, but dude, I was at a bar listening to audiobooks with headphones on and sunglasses, like just completely antisocial, moved from my car to my dad's house, just kind of like just like just entrepreneurial shit, like trying to make it work with this business and shutting out everybody and just getting fucked up at night. And I read this book. It was an essay by Ralph Waldo Emerson called The Law of Compensation. And it was like, everything has a compensation. And they talk about it in there. And he talked about the law of cause and effect. And he was like, every effect has its cause. And so I sat with that for a while. Like I would eat mushrooms in the dark and meditate and then be like thinking about that, or like smoking, you know what I mean? Smoking weed and just kind of like contemplating all these like philosophical shit. And then I was like, every effect has a cause. And so I was like, dude, my life is really shitty. Like the effect of my life is shitty, dude. I'm almost 30, living at my dad's house. My dad's giving me like a couple $100 a week, you know, to like help support me while I'm doing this business. All my friends are fucking drug addicts and you know, drinkers. I just lived in my car. I was just like, I dressed like I'm fucking 14. Like I was just going down the list and I was like, dude, the ripple effect of my life is shitty. And so then I was like, okay, well, it has a cause. And I was like looking at the cause and I was like, okay, I can take this out. I can take this out. I can take this out. And I took everything out. Like I said, I changed my number. I stopped getting a hold of my friends. The only thing I couldn't stop was like drugs and alcohol. And I was like, okay, well, let me stop drugs and alcohol. And I'd go like 4 or 5 days and I couldn't do it. And then I'd get drunk again. And then I quit drinking for a year and I was just smoking pot for, you know, I grew my hair out long and I was just kind of like, I was just blazed, dude, all day. Like, you know what a coastal eddy is?
No.
Coastal eddy is like, you know, at the beach when it's like, it's hot as fuck and sunny, but like, there's just a little bit of like cloud like over the water, like that's a coastal eddy. Like I felt like I was on point listening to all these things and working out, but like I was just living in a fucking cloud because I was just blazed as fuck all day, you know what I mean? So that's why I was like, man, like the thing is I can't like quit. I've been trying to quit and doing this and that and like I just couldn't. And so then my brother was talking to me about the big book and I was like, I don't even want to hear about that shit, dude. Like he's like, dude, he's like, honestly, like, you know, it'll change your life. And I was like, well, dude, all I want to do is travel. I was like, so you mean to tell me that like, if I get sober and work a 12-step program, like I'll be able to travel the world? I was like, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. And he read this part of the book and he's like, dude, you might have alcoholism. And all these things that I did, right? It was like, you know, making rules around drinking, only drinking beer, only drinking whiskey at night, not keeping it in the house. Okay. There's a part on there where it's talked about and reading motivational literature. And I was like,
yeah. Yep.
And I was like, oh boy, I'm an alcoholic, dude, you know? And then, so I tried to, you know, maybe for a couple of weeks after that, and then it just wasn't working. And then I remember I called a buddy of mine who the last time I had saw was, he was shooting dope in a Mexican food bathroom. Like he didn't know I was in there. And I was like, oh shit, that's so-and-so from like fucking, I've known this guy my whole life since kindergarten. And he went in the bathroom and he was like, oh, strung out on heroin, you know? And then I saw him. That was like 2 years before that. And I saw him and I was like, oh shit. Like, I was like, dude, who's that hot Asian dude? Like, it was like half Asian, like looked like Keanu Reeves, you know? And I was like, damn. And I was like, dude, that's fuck. And I was like, hey, what up? And I was like, dude, what have you been up to? And he's like, dude, I got sober. And I was like, no shit. So I hit him up like a week after that. And I was like, hey, dude, like, I think I need help, you know? And so we met up and we kind of just did the deal. And it was crazy because like that, so I tried to do everything I could to travel. And I bought, you know, maybe I hit 12 countries from 30 to like 18, like in 12 years with the backpacking, like, but all these things I tried to do, it was just a dead end. And then once I got sober, I remember I had to make a phone call to somebody and I was like, fuck, dude, like an amends that I didn't want to make. And I was like, God, dude, like I got to call this guy, dude. And fuck. And I did it. And then like maybe like an hour after, I was bartending. I was driving a VW Bug. I was like a 1974 VW Bug, and I would drive to Malibu, and I was bartending at the Chart House, and and then I made the phone call before I went into work, and I was like, I remember I called him, and he was like, "Oh, dude, that's not good." And I was like, "I know, like, Then we hung up on each other, and then I fucking went into work, and I was like, "Dude, what just happened, dude? Like, that was gnarly." And then, like, I looked down, and it's like, "Steve-O's calling you." And I was like, "Oh, what up, dude?" And he's like, "Hey, dude, what's going on, man? I just, he's like, hey, I need somebody to come on the road with me and travel." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And so our first show, we went to Tennessee, and he was like, it was kind of like a sober companion gig, more or less. And we went to Tennessee, and like, dude, he had like a shirt and a book, he's like, "Well, dude, I can probably pay you, like, if you want to sell some of these shirts and books." And I was like, "Dude, like, for sure." Dude, we sold so much that night that I, on the drive back home, I was like, "Bro, you don't have a credit card swiper?" Or like, "Bro, you don't want to do," so all these things that I learned with like doing retail, and like he was like, "You know how to do that?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And so he's like, "Well, I have like all these tour dates open for like 2014. I was like, "I'll go to all of them." So I quit working there, and then I've been traveling with Steve ever since. And so that's kind of how that whole thing happened.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing, and it's kind of similar. I mean, when it's funny how one person's rock bottom could be completely different from another person's rock bottom. Because, for instance, like my rock bottom, it just kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper. I just kept digging a deeper fucking hole, and it led to homelessness. And it's funny because when I was homeless, sleeping in a fucking porta potty, shooting heroin, I was watching your guys' vlogs. And
oh, really?
that was the first time I saw that vlog of you joining the Mile High Club.
Was it a porta potty?
Yeah, I was sleeping in a fucking porta potty, shooting heroin. Yeah. And then somehow I ended up in LA to get sober. Didn't work out for the first few months, and then the last treatment center I went into is where I met Zach, and I stayed sober ever since. And it just led to like how it led for you to travel, the one thing that you wanted most in your life, right?
Yeah.
It led you to that, and I've had a passion for doing what we do ever since I was fucking 10 years old, and yeah, and to just, and it all pretty much just fucking fell on my lap too. Like I didn't go to LA trying to get into to start filming with people. I went to LA basically because it's easier to be homeless in LA. I was living in Connecticut, so I was like, oh, like a free plane ticket to get to LA. Like what better state to be homeless in, So I just took advantage of that. And then somehow ended in the spot where I met Zach, and it just fucking everything just tied together.
What do you think about like the homeless issue in LA, like you being homeless, and then I have seen these people like,
God, dude, it's definitely. I mean, I feel for them, but I also like
get a job. No,
not that.
Let's murder them all, so they won't be homeless.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I definitely feel for him, but it's definitely getting out of control. From when I first got there, it was nowhere near to what it's like now, and that was 3 years ago.
It's so bad now, dude.
It's gnarly.
Bro, just driving to Steve's house to do a podcast, like, dude, you go into you pass by an underpass, and there's like bunk beds just hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The last time I was in LA was about a month ago, and I was at Steve's house, and we were out front, and he's like, "Oh, I got to make sure I got to lock the van," and I was like, "Oh, you got to worry about that kind of shit up in this area?" He goes, "Yeah, dude. The homeless is just getting so bad, and they'll fucking travel up here to come break into people's cars."
Yeah, they're just migrating.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
It's so gnarly, and especially the Venice Boulevard area, like going down to the beach. So insane.
I moved from Venice to Pasadena because I was living in Venice by the pier. Dude, I was paying a lot of fucking money, and like the Citizen app was just like, man stabbing people with hypodermic needles. Homeless person punches like somebody, like a woman unconscious at Starbucks. 2 people shot, man with a machete, with a cape, riding his bicycle, like every
with a cape.
Yeah.
It was
Wait,
like
as a
I
homeless
like,
man, where do you get a cape?
Dude,
dude, they got capes, they got bikes, they got fucking
yeah.
dude,
Just go down to Party City.
Yeah.
dude, any country that I've ever been to, ever, 50 of them, Venice Beach is the worst. And
It is, man. Yeah, and it's super sad too. When I first got there, when I first got sober, and then like the house would take us to trips to Venice, you know, and then I started working at the house, and then I would start taking the clients to trips to the beach. It just got to the point where like my boss wouldn't let me take them to the beach anymore. To
Well,
Venice.
yeah, you're almost enabling them. Like it's like you're like giving them a shot to fucking go
Also,
venture
they're
off.
probably like, oh, there's Ralph.
yeah. It's really sad.
Steve about that. I'm like, dude, like you see in a homeless encampment, I'm like, yeah, dude, like they're fucking like pretty miserable, I'm sure. You know, I was like, but dude, do you think it's like a high school party in there? Like they're just getting fucked up, like, what up? What up? I got crack, I got booze, like, or is it like what's the vibe like in the tent cities? Like
So that's pretty much it. Tents. I lived in a tent city in Anaheim for a little bit, and that's the fucking vibe, dude. Every tent you can get whatever you want, and it's just constant like.
It's just like a rave with no music.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Pretty fucking much, dude. And it's just like people overdosing over here, people shooting up over here, a chick getting raped over here, people having sex in a porta potty over here. Like it's just no rules, no holds bar.
So it's like the fucking Juggalo Fest.
yeah.
Exactly the same vibe.
Yeah.
Gathering of the Juggalos, man.
Yeah.
It really was kind of like that.
He said,
Why you look at me?
You are a Juggalo.
Now, how am I a Juggalo?
Because you've been at the Juggalo Fest. I don't even know what it's called.
It's called the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Exactly.
I performed there though. I didn't go there because I didn't pay $200 to fucking watch these kooks.
Yeah, but the fucking whoever the fuck said it was like, if you're here, you're a Juggalo, and that sticks with me.
Yeah. He's like,
we had Violent J on the podcast.
I listened to that.
I swear to God, he's the coolest, nicest dude of all time.
Yeah.
And we've talked to him after
So
on FaceTime, and he's just genuinely such a good person. And like, dude, I want to go to a Juggalo Fest, dude, just to say what up. Like,
I mean, it was really fun. It's like a 4-day thing, and people just camp out. It's like literally like fucking white trash Woodstock.
Yeah.
Like the cops aren't allowed in the property around.
That's
like
pretty sick.
How do you wait? The cops aren't allowed in the property.
They're not in there. Literally, dudes are walking around with fucking
nuts.
hatchets. People bring in fireworks, bring in booze. People are selling acid.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
like it's literally like fucking no rules. People are just walking around naked. Like
Sick.
doesn't like you can do anything as long as you're not hurting anyone. What's up?
what'd you do there?
Me and my friend JJ, we performed some live stunts, and with some other friends, so out of the 4 days, we performed live stunts on the first and the last day, and we had like an hour. I think our first like time slot was at like 3 a.m. or like something crazy, but it goes all fucking night, and we just annihilated ourselves just in front of. We were underneath like this circus tent, which was super fitting. It was I can't remember what the name of the tent was, but I remember one of the nights Gilbert Gottfried was doing stand up on that same stage, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We just
Can we get Gilbert Gottfried on the podcast?
I'll try.
Dude, he does anything on Cameo. Have you
talking
seen
to
his
that
cameos?
guy
No.
seems like a
he will
headache.
literally fucking say anything you want if you pay it.
Yeah, and so we were actually supposed to perform again last year, but obviously everything
Vid.
getting shut down. I'm surprised that the gathering got shut down because of how like lawless it is over there.
Yeah. So Scott, when you what year was it when you first started linking up with Steve?
It was like January of 2014.
Okay, and was your first gig working for him to be his professional cock blocker?
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
That's
and
pretty
the
legendary.
Best job ever.
Yeah. He didn't blow a load for like 430 days.
Yeah.
I remember going to one of the shows, one of the Wise Guys shows, and that was part of his stand up, talking about how he wasn't jerking off.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you're like abstinent, right? Do fucking wet dreams like count? or like don't count?
No,
I don't know.
They don't count.
They
Yeah,
don't
they don't
count.
count,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like
It's
out of your
involuntary.
control. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe they call them nocturnal emissions.
Dude, that's a good name for a jam band.
Yeah.
I don't think a doctor says wet dreams, but like he might. But they say, nocturnal emissions. I always thought that was funny.
Great.
So yeah, that was my job when I first started working with him, and that's when he was like, "Well, you know, I can you can sell this merch," and so then it was kind of like a 2-for-1 where we'd share rooms everywhere we went.
Yeah, and so it went from the professional cock blocker to being ahead of his merch, and then
it
went
was like, I'm like, how much are they charging you to book your flights? Like, I'll just do that, and then I started booking all the flights and then hotels, and then okay, cool. Then we started like, hey, well, we're making some good money on this merch. Like, what happens if we add this, add that? Okay, cool. Let's do an online store. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then we just started expanding to where like, we're fucking cranking right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why in the intro, I said that I really look up to you, because not a lot of people know the amount of work it takes behind the scenes to actually make something like that into a very well lubed machine. And you guys have it on fucking point.
Yeah. Thanks for recognizing that, dude. Yeah, it is. It's crazy because there's like, we have stevo.com, we have our hot sauce, we have our naughty store, we have podcasts, we have the tour, and then like we have all these verticals. We just opened a fulfillment house. So like, dude, there's just so much to keep in your head that like it's trying to find the system to like, you know.
Yeah.
What do you do to relax then? Because like I feel like you're just nonstop working.
that is his therapy.
Yeah.
He's addicted to it.
I fucking love that.
It's bad because like I'm shutting out everybody again, like, but it's almost like I like it. It's like the towel days where I'm just like fucking more like Howard Hughes and the Aviator. Like I'm obsessed, and it's kind of like a labor of love. So I don't feel like it's work, but like, we're doing like 16 to 18 hour days. And it's just nonstop and I love it. But I'll go like, what do I do to relax? Like, that's the thing. Like I being in therapy and all that, it was like, my norm is being on the go. So like, that's my baseline, and that's not healthy either, because like, dude, when we're touring, we're doing like 46 weeks a year. Right. So we're this busy, not touring. We're 2 months away from going back on tour. And I'm just like thinking like, fuck, dude, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But that's the thing. It's like, I'm at the point, when you're always like, dude, how am I going to fucking make rent? And then like, you make rent.
Yep.
I've done that so many times with my life that like, I'm just over questioning what's going to, like, it'll work out.
Yeah.
So that's, how do I relax? Like, dude, honestly, like I'll sit in my car and play chess on my phone for like 20 minutes, or like fucking have a heart attack investing in crypto.
Yeah.
Are you guys
investing in crypto?
Yeah. I got some crypto. I got some Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
But are you investing to like Cumcoin and like Dickcoin and fuck Elon Musk coin?
No, I'm not touching any of those shit coins. No, I'm not.
Dude, I invested in the Ethereum before we went on our Alaska trip, and I came back and it doubled, and I was like, oh shit, dude. And then I took out what I made and I put it all into Cardano.
Really?
So I'm all about Cardano, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I know
I've heard of
Ethereum
it,
was with like the NFTs, right? Like that was.
So I guess the dude that like co-founded Ethereum started Cardano, and like, it's like, bro, here's the thing. I was like, there was like a 3-week period when I was like, dude, I'm fucking making money. Like, Jesus Christ. So I'm like, Dad, dude, I just made like $5,000 today. And he was like, what is it? I'm like, I don't even know.
yeah, exactly. And I feel like the more I try to do research on what these things actually are, the more confused I get and the less I know.
Bro, I bought Cardano shirts for all the warehouse guys to work just to make myself feel better about my investment.
That's fucking.
But yeah.
Yo, do you and Steve still smoke hookah a lot, or was that just?
Yeah.
I remember seeing the vlog or whatever that you guys were like heavy on that. I just thought that was pretty funny.
Thank God we don't do drugs because, like, bro, he's like gnarly, you know. And we were doing hookah, and then like we because he quit smoking, and I was like I dated an Egyptian girl, and like I would smoke hookah with her. Then I kind of liked it, so like I would go do my work at a hookah lounge like 3 days a week and smoke hookah. And we're in Morocco, and I was like, dude, let's go smoke hookah. He's like, you smoke hookah? I'm like, yeah, sometimes. And so we did it, and like, bro, on the way home, he probably bought like $500 worth of hookah shit, and then he was just blasting hookah for like 3 weeks straight, all day, every day. And then I went to his house, and he had a hookah bar set up in the back. I'm like, bro. And he was just, he had flavors. He had like, it was just nonstop going 3 times a day. Where I'm like, dude, doing it 3 times a week. And so then we were just smoking hookah, and finally he's like, bro, I gotta quit. Like we would have like, you know, Mike Busey in the sausage. Like he'd meet us in Orlando with a hookah. Like, dude, I got the hookah, like, you know, and like part of our rider would be like, we would have hookahs in the fucking green room, dude.
I was about to say, was that part of your rider? And that's fucking amazing.
Yeah, we did it a couple times, and then he quit. But I'm like, bro, thank God. And then like, dude, I was like smoking a puff bar after that. And dude, like, I couldn't quit the fucking puff bar. Like, I don't know what's in those things. And dude, I read this book called Quit Smoking by Alan Carr. And everybody who reads it quits at the last chapter. And I was like, bullshit,
what?
dude. My roommate was he smoked a pack and a half for 18 years. His mom, his dad. You're reading the book, and you're like, it'll be quotes from like, you know, I used to smoke a lot, and then you know, I read this book and I quit by Ashton Kutcher. I used to smoke, like, it was all these stories about all these famous people. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I was like smoking this puff bar, and sure enough, dude, the last chapter, I was listening to the audiobook on the way down to San Diego, and then I fucking I haven't touched it in like 6 months.
After this, I'm gonna ask you for the name of that book again, because I still vape like crazy.
Dude, I'll even show. Oh boy, I'm getting all these notifications. It's called like I'll send it to you. It's called Stop Smoking by Alan Carr. It's pretty fucking.
Yeah. Please send that to me, because vaping is.
But can you just skip to the last chapter? Or do you have to read everything up into?
I think it's almost like a hypnotic thing, like, because I don't get it. And then like my brother was chewing Nicorette, and then fucking he hasn't touched a Nicorette since he read that.
Wow.
And the guy's like, dude,
amazing.
Smoke as much as you want. Smoke as much as you want, the entire book.
Yeah.
And then, did you guys hear that going on right now?
Yeah.
That's I think that's a post, and that's all shit going on at the warehouse. Let me close that down.
I feel like that's an insight of how busy you are.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at my text messages from the computer. We're busy. We're busy because I wake up at like at 4:35, and I'm dealing with New York, and then we have another guy we deal with in Australia, and then like, you know, Canada will go. So like, it's fun being on different time zones, but like I'm just nonstop from like 5:30 till about 7 or 8 at night. And like it's like 8 o'clock at night, and people are like, oh dude, like, you know, why are you going to bed so early? I'm like, bro, what time did you get up? You got up at 9? Okay, cool. I got up at 5. It's like, it's equivalent to me being up at like 1 in the morning right now. Like for you,
Yeah.
like I'm so fucking dead ass tired that I just want to like sit in the bathtub and just stare at a wall for 4 hours, you know? But yeah.
So with the podcast, Steve-O's Wild Ride, who has been your favorite guest so far?
I think Mike Tyson was pretty cool. I'd have to look on who's who. I think like Tommy Lee was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Mike Tyson was probably the best. Mark Cuban was pretty cool. It's better to do it in person because there's more of a vibe, you know?
Yeah, totally. The Post Malone one was really good too. That recent one.
Oh yeah. Dude, Post Malone, dude, like even off camera, everything was yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no, how you doing? We went to his house and chilled. Like, dude, couldn't have been a nicer guy.
Yeah. Now when you like figure out who you're gonna have on for a guest, how extensive does your research go? Before nothing?
We'll like watch a YouTube. It's funny because like Steve and I are the same. I'm like, you know, it depends on who the guest is, but like pretty much we know, like, you know, if you got Mike Tyson on, you're like, bro, I'm just gonna, you know, I know what to ask the guy. I know everything about the guy. We studied pretty good for Mark Cuban, but for the most part, it's like, let's just watch like 3 or 4 bios, you know, like before and like 10 minutes before we get on. And I'm like, I looked at Steve, I was like, bro, this is probably how like you studied in high school as a kid. He's like, yeah, for sure. Like we're just like we're cramming for an exam every podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause you're our third guest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, our third guest. And with all 3 of them, I've tried to do as much research as I could. And just because I feel like I want to seem as professional as I could and just look like I know what I'm doing, you know, and since I've done these episodes, I've found out that I'm horrible at communicating, and I'm horrible at public speaking, and I'm horrible at like anything that has to do with talking to other people. I'm horrible at.
So far,
but I feel like this is gonna help me grow in that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's all learning experiences.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, because
it's also because you care about this podcast. I don't give a shit about this podcast. Like, fuck, dude.
I do.
I'm just here to have fun.
Yeah,
like,
no,
for real.
well, yeah. Obviously, it's just to have fun and shoot the shit with our friends, you know. But like when you put so much work behind something and invest a lot of money in something, and you know what I mean. And I really kind of believe in it, so I want it. And being a fucking perfectionist, I want it to be the best that it could be, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good. Where in Texas are you guys?
We're in Kingsville, right next to Corpus Christi.
Where are you again?
Kingsville.
Okay, cool.
You never heard about it.
Yeah, it's right next to Corpus Christi.
Why'd you choose to go over there? Land?
So I'm in the market to buy a ranch, like sometime at the end of the year.
How far from Austin are you guys?
Right now we're 3 hours. Maybe like 3.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. We're like an hour south of San Antonio.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
I love Texas.
Really?
I think Texas
Only an hour?
is great.
Dude, I like it. Corpus Christi's it's right on the water. You know, the beaches are really nice. So I kind of dig it.
Are you dating anybody?
No.
What was that smile?
It's funny.
Tinder
It's
God.
funny that's a good thing because it's funny you brought that up because maybe like a year ago, I was having girl issues. Maybe it was longer than a year ago now, but I posted something on Facebook. I was like, I'm done searching for it. I'm just gonna let it find me. And do you remember texting me?
Yeah,
you saw the post.
I remember that post. I remember texting. I don't remember what I said though.
Yeah, he texted me right away, and he's like, girl problems ? And I was like, fuck, you know. And then like I told him the situation, and what he said really made a lot of sense. He asked me if I was stable in all these different departments of my life, you know, like emotionally, physically, financially, you know, and And really, I thought at the time I was, but at the end of the day, you know, like I was still struggling a little bit financially. But the main part about it was I was still living in a garage of a sober living, you know. And you're like, dude, just like take a step back and look at the bigger picture. You're in a garage of a sober living. Your dream girl isn't gonna dig a dude still living in a garage in a sober living. And when you said that, it just like, holy shit.
So it's your fault.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. But it made so much sense. You're like, and so I was like, fuck, you're right. Like, my dream girl isn't gonna settle for some dude who's just like kicking it in the garage of a sober living. You know?
Yeah, I heard it say like, you know, and there's a book that talked about this, and it was like, you should like not want to be with somebody to like complete you, but you should want to be complete, and like both of you guys be complete, so you sharing your completeness together. Right? Yep. Because it's like, dude, if she's filling in some gaps, it's like, then you're gonna be kind of like, what are you gonna do if she leaves you? Like, you're gonna be fucking devastated, or like, dude, that was the reason why I da. But like, if you're just like, you know, 100% without anybody, like, you're probably going to attract somebody that's 100%. And like, dude, it's you're not going to be like, where are you going? You're going to the market? What are you sucking somebody's dick? You know, like,
yeah.
Because it's true. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I know. I had a couple sponsees call me today, and it was the exact same conversation. He's like, dude, I can't. He's like, bro, she'll go to like the market, and I think that's code word for like, are you cheating on me, dude? And I'm like, I get it, dude. You know, it's funny where the mind goes when it's like with the vape thing. I'm like, every hit I took, I was like, I'm going to get cancer. And I would just like, dude, I would take a hit, and then I'd be like, dude, I'm going to die in 6 months and have to write my mom a letter. I'm just like, but bro, what am I even talking about? It's all that, dude.
Before we end it here, I want to ask you, you ask this on pretty much every guest that you have on your show. And it's, when you got your first big check, what was the first thing that you bought? So when you were finally financially sitting pretty, what was the first big thing that you bought?
It's funny because like I don't like, the people that I ask is like fucking
like rappers and
40 million, you know, like
the
big thing that I did was I paid off my debt.
And
then I just bought a Tesla. So I have a Tesla. But other than that, like, I don't think I'm there yet, you know. But like, I'm starting to get some momentum where like, now I'm starting to look at like, okay, cool, like a SEP IRA, like I'm calling a financial planner to like help me plan, and I'm you know, separating my taxes, and I'm created an S corp to pay myself a salary. So like, there's just different things now that I'm doing to where I'm like thinking about my future, like, oh well, dude, I want to have a nice retirement when I'm 65. I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, I'm starting to think like that. And like, I never thought about that before because I was just always trying to play catch up with bills and debt. And like, now that I'm out of debt, like, I'm starting to lay a foundation of kind of like what I want my life to look like when I'm 60, 65.
Yeah. Speaking of debt, dude, I opened up my Credit Karma app. All my collections are gone.
Nice.
I disputed them all, and I won them all. I have no more fucking collections, dude, and it feels so good.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Oh, sick.
If I would, yeah, dude. Like I had the same thing with all my credit shit, right? When I let my house go, I let everything go. Then this fucking company called me. Everything was deleted. Okay. And I let like 7 or 8 things go. Everything was deleted. I got served, or what, somebody, all of a sudden I woke up one morning and I had 10 grand taken out of my account. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And I called the bank, and it was like, called the sheriff's department in Los Angeles. I'm like, what? And so I called, and I'm like, what's going on? They're like, this is the collection for the city. You've been served papers for a debt that you owed to Wells Fargo. So a $400 bill turned into 10,000 of interest that I lost. They said they served me, and I'm like, bro, I was in Canada with Steve. Nobody served me. And they're like, well, did you, they had me on a voice recording saying like, it was like a debt collector. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, you know, blah, 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 blah. Find out if any of that debt was secured to anything. Because if it's unsecured, you're good. If it's secured, you owe it.
Yeah, I know one of them. It was only like a total of $3,000, but one of them was like a light. Yeah, one of them was like a light bill when I lived in Vermont, and then the other one was like a phone company. I owed money to Sprint or whatever.
I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice, but I would just, I think you're good, but I would just always double check.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna double check. But you guys got anything else? Sick, dude. Well, Scott, bro, thank you so much for coming on the show,
thank you
man.
guys,
Yeah, it was good to see you, man.
It was really good to see you, and I should be in LA in the next month. We should link up. Yeah,
please. Yeah, all you guys. And let me send you guys a skateboard for the. Send me your address. I'll send you guys a Steve-O skateboard.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that. Guys, this has been another epic episode of the Moist Cheeks podcast. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, Scott.
Later, guys.